Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. Today is going to be awesome because we are releasing not one, but two videos featuring one of the best male vocalists out there, Tommy Karevik. He first blew me away with his runs and ornamentation in Arion, and then he really moved my heart in Against the Grain. He is the lead singer of Kamelot and Seventh Wonder, and in our first video today, we're going to be checking out his performance with Charlotte Wessels in Under Gray Skies. Then, right after this video, we're going to interview Tommy, so stay tuned and let's get to it.
In the ruins of madness, a ghost of a chance, there is new hope reborn in every tragedy. And the world I see bears a mystery waiting to be revealed. And don't you know that every cloud has a silver lining?
Okay, we're gonna get to you. Sorry, Charlotte. But first, he's just so delightful to hear from the very beginning. It's the tone quality, it's the control, it's the sensitivity to the words and the way he adds little details, how he chooses to add runs. There's so much that goes into his singing, and he is a perfectionist, man. He really, really works on his singing and delivery to get it to a very, very high level. I want to go back and talk about all of these little moments. This song is beautiful too. I love the flute and the softness of it and the story that it immediately brings us into.
In the ruins of madness, a ghost of a chance, there is new hope reborn in every tragedy. And the world I see bears a mystery waiting to be revealed.
It's the way that his air and his voice gives a certain fluffiness, but at the same time he has focus on the sound. It's super gorgeous. He's doing a lot of creaking into words and starts of phrases as well. It makes it feel a little more casual, but at the same time, the way he's presenting the diction and the words feel like it has a story of monument essentially behind. I really, really like this. Let's see. I'll see if I can get a specific creak to show you. Oh, let's go back. Or that kind of it's a little fry and then it goes into the sound. That's called creaking. It's a perfect example. He does it in quite a few spots here.
In the ruins of madness, a ghost of a chance, there is new hope reborn in every tragedy. And the world I see bears a mystery waiting to be.
The little tiny run that he does on mystery is like so, it's just small, but it gives this idea of the mystery being greater and having sparkles or fun paths you could search down it. It's so good.
And don't you know that every cloud
Such good control.
silver lining?
You may call me
This will be the first time I take a deep dive into Charlotte's voice, so I've been kind of excited about this. She's the lead singer of Delane. I've heard lots of good things about her. I like that she has tons of focus on her sound right away. That's going to match with Tommy's focus too. And both of them have a similar rate of vibrato. And it sounds like they can add a little bit of a classical sort of coloring into their sound as well. And they both have this thing about sort of painting the words that is clear there. It's really cool. One more time. I want to listen to her. Woo! Move a little bit further. This is a great combination of voices. And there's tons of little things about it that are great. I'll just mention a couple, which I already mentioned a few before. But both of them have an ability to go towards a more pop-sounding vocal. And yet both of them have this ability to jump high and have a sort of ethereal sound out there. The timbres of the voices line up and balance each other very, very well. Almost easily. I doubt that either of them has to work too much to create that balance together. They also both have a sensitivity and vulnerability in their voice that they can access at any time, or more drive. So it's just a really fantastic combination. And I love the way that we have Charlotte's voice coming in sort of subtle harmonies here and there. She weaves in every now and then. It's not consistent though, and that makes it feel more like she's a particular role in this situation that sometimes sings along.
Age of confusion, tears and despair. Let me sell you a dream of prosperity. In this great illusion,
It's so pretty.
intentions are well conceived. Don't you know that every cloud has a silver lining?
I like that line. Don't you know that every cloud has a silver lining? It's so hopeful and optimistic and really human. And Tommy is just a really great person. And so especially hearing him deliver that line, it makes me feel extra warm and fuzzy inside. I want you to listen to this quote that Tommy said about what the track is about, essentially. It's about the importance of never giving up on yourself or the people around, and that you can always make a difference in someone else's life. Sometimes by just believing in them or simply listening to what they have to say. Like, isn't that the kind of the person that you want to talk to for hours and ask about cool vocal questions in life? Like, he's an incredible person, and he's really, really awesome to talk to. So anyhow, I hope that you guys will watch the interview that we did with him, because wow, he's a good person. I'm going to go back a little bit. I hope that you get the warm fuzzies the same way I do when he sings that line.
Don't you know that every cloud has a silver lining? You may call me
Ooh.
a dreamer, call me a fool, just a blue-eyed believer in you. But I'll die for someone in the blink of an eye,
that was unison for the most part, meaning that they're singing the same notes. A lot of times when you have a guy and a girl singing together, you have them split by an octave. The girl is one octave higher, guy is one octave lower, meaning that, maybe the girl is singing an A4 at one point and the guy is singing an A3, and they'll move on similar note names, but they'll be one number separated. They're singing total unison here, meaning it really truly is the same pitch. And the way that their voices blend there is exactly as I would have expected it. First hearing them apart and hearing that similarity, it's just, they fold together so well. I want to go back and listen to it again. I also like the key change right there. It's very nice. Here we go. Ah, fuzzy. Have that kind of balance, you have to be really sensitive to the person you're singing. It's great that they naturally have tone qualities and voices that have many things in common, but as Tommy is going into higher, especially belty range, he needs to be careful that he doesn't just totally blast out, because then he would overpower Charlotte. And Charlotte has to be watching out for it. It's a very similar thing. And when she goes down into the lows, she has to really give a lot more oomph in that sound, or she might start to fade away within that balance between the two. It's really, really well done. And it's really fun to hear them totally unison together. I know there's a really cool build there, but I want to talk about Charlotte's solo moment for just a little bit. I promise we'll go back and catch that build again. I appreciate the little runs she's doing in there too. It's like I'll hear like a little female version of Tommy coming out in a couple of spots, and it's really cool. I'm sure that that's part of her own styling too. But it's so lovely that they have that in common. I appreciate the way she was able to add a lot more sound to it as well. She has been probably carefully planning, I'm going to do this first part a little quieter. And even as they've gone on, she hasn't really released full belt. And just in this section, there's a lot of growth and dynamic that we heard throughout that, which is good planning on her end. She's got a lot of clarity in the sound. Really pretty movements on stage too. I like that expression on dark. I love this line, just a blue-eyed believer in you. Right? And the way that it's so powerfully delivered at this point makes you feel that that belief is so strong and unshakable. It's great to hear both of them bringing out more power here. You have harmony here, so um, the the balance is still present, but they don't have to be as concerned about matching as they were in unison. And instead, I feel like both of them can let loose in a different kind of way. I also want to talk about Tommy's register and where he's singing. He is phenomenally good at singing through a very, very wide range of pitches, low to high, and keeping incredible control. A lot of times he's having to go over the passaggio, which is a range that is, it's like an entire zone in the voice, essentially, that can be a little awkward to navigate. If you navigate it properly, nobody knows that you've done that. Well, at least most people won't know. Voice professionals will know and say, aha, great control. But most people in the audience will have no clue what Tommy did to cover up that passaggio area so you didn't become aware of all of the technical things that he needs to do there. And he does this consistently, where he navigates these little areas in the voice so well. It just sounds smooth and gorgeous and beautiful, and you get wonderful message and tone quality delivered. And you don't have any idea how much work is actually going into getting that placement exactly correct. So when you hear these gorgeous long lines going throughout a huge range of notes, just know that he's put so much work into that. Okay, gonna go back a little bit. Yeah. That was a great line in high belt from Tommy. I'm going to hear it one more time. He's so perfectly centered on pitch, gives just a tiny bit of vibrato, and then has just a little yell off at the end, or just like a hint of a slide, tossing it off. It's so good. I love the way he's just like, no, I got some more high belts left in me. And went up there again. Man, it's so clean and powerful and well balanced in the tone. Such a great sound up there. I'm going to go back and listen to that a little bit more again. And I like the way her belt comes in on top and overlaps it. This is a really nicely written duet. Wait, I want to go back again. This ending is so beautiful. The way they bring it into almost like some sort of mysterious land, and the lighting shift there too, the drop in the dynamic. It feels like it has so much extra story behind it, and it's very intriguing. Wow.
What kind of fool am I?
I love their diction too.
Give it up for Charlotte Wessels
Wow.
from the lane.
Vessels. Note to self, Charlotte Wessels, not Wessels, as I said in the intro of this. That was a beautiful duet, and I think it featured both of them extremely well. Oh, very exciting to hear those voices blend together, and I was totally thrilled by many of those moments. Particularly, I felt giddy a number of times when I heard some of those big belts come out, or that really tender and sincere delivery of several different lines. Wow, gorgeous. I hope that all of you would join me in just a moment when the premiere starts for the interview with Tommy. He really is an incredible person, has a wonderful life story, and it's very fascinating to hear him talk about voice. So if you want to check out that interview in just a bit, you can check out this link here. We'll be there, and I hope to see you soon.